Now we are discussing about digital logic family. As the name suggests, we are studying about the family of digital logic devices. What are the digital logic devices? We have seen AND gate, OR gate, NOT gate, NAND gate, NOR gate, XOR gate. All these basic gates, if we combine all these gates, we call this combination of these devices as a family. So this is called as a digital logic family because each and every device is a digital logic device. Now how can we manufacture these digital logic devices? Which means how can we manufacture this digital logic family? So this digital logic family devices, they cannot be available like when we go for the market for a resistor, diode, transistor. If we ask the shopkeeper about the resistor, he will give the resistor. Based on the color code, he will give the diode. Based on the specification we tell, if we tell 1N4007, he will give the diode. Similarly, if we go to the market and if you ask, give me the AND gate, he will not give AND gate. He asks, what is the IC number do you want? Then we have to specify the number of the IC. That means every gate, whatever we have studied, is available in the form of ICs. So each and every gate of this digital logic family is available in the form of the ICs. And how to manufacture those ICs? In the two ways we can manufacture. Either by using the unipolar concept or by using the bipolar concept. If we use the unipolar concept, that means in these unipolar devices, majority carriers only constitute the current. What are the example for the unipolar devices? We have seen PMOS, NMOS and CMOS. We already know JFET is also a unipolar device in which majority carriers only constitute the current. But here for the manufacturing of the digital logic family devices, we are not concentrating on JFET. Whenever we want to manufacture that same AND gate, we are going for the PMOS. We can manufacture either by using the PMOS or by using the NMOS or by using the CMOS. These three technologies are called as unipolar technologies. Why these technologies are called as unipolar technologies? Because in each case, whether it is PMOS or NMOS or CMOS, in each case, the current is only due to the majority carriers only. There is no current due to the minority carriers. If our AND gate or OR gate or NOT gate or NAND gate or NOR gate is made by using the unipolar technology, unipolar devices, then this technology, whatever we are using, is using only majority carriers, is using the majority carriers to give output either 5 volts or to give the output 0. And in the second way, we can manufacture these digital logic family devices by using the bipolar devices. In the bipolar devices, definitely the current is due to two charge carriers. One is due to majority carriers and the second one is due to minority carriers. What are the different bipolar devices? What are the different bipolar technologies we have? We have saturated and non-saturated. In the bipolar, we have divided as saturated and non-saturated. Why we are calling this as saturated and why we are calling this as non-saturated means, here in the saturated, a digital logic device output should be, whenever we give any input, we expect output should be either high or low. In the binary terms, we expect either output should be 1 or 0. So when this device, that particular gate, example, when I am using this bipolar technology, in this, when I use the saturated technology, when I am using any bipolar saturated device, in that whenever this device goes into the saturation, then I am expecting either 1 or 0. If that is in cutoff region, I am expecting 0. Example, in the example case I am telling. Similarly, if in saturation, that particular device is giving the output voltage as 0, and in cutoff, if that particular device is giving the output as voltage as 1, So this device is being operated in two levels. One is saturation and the second one is cutoff. There is no active mode operation. There is no chance for the active region in whether you are using the resistor transistor logic, direct coupled transistor logic, integrated injection logic, diode transistor logic, high threshold transistor logic, transistor logic. Whether you use any, irrespective of the technology you use, all these technologies are coming under saturated technology. Saturated technology means either they work in the saturation region or they work in the cutoff region. These two regions only they can operate. But this is non-saturated region. Non-saturated region example, we have Schottky and we have emitter coupled logic. Means when we are working with the non-saturated logic, that particular device does not know what is saturation is. That particular device, if I make my AND gate by using the emitter coupled logic, that AND gate never knows what saturation is. Irrespective of how many combinations you use, how many ways you may change the input, but that AND gate in its life, it does not know what is saturation because it does not work in the saturation region. Similarly, I can also use the Schottky, which is a non-saturated technology. Non-saturated technology means here it will work in the active region. We will learn about the emitter coupled logic. It will work in the active region. In the active region, it acts as a 1, and in cutoff region it acts as a 0. Okay. So here digital logic, we have discussed digital logic family devices. Digital logic family means what are the different devices comes under digital logic family? AND gate, OR gate, NAND gate, whatever the devices we have learned, all devices come under the digital logic family. Okay. So these digital logic family devices, can we go to the market and directly take the AND gate or OR gate? Are they directly available in the form of AND gate? They are available in the form of ICs. They are available in the form of ICs. So now a question comes again. How can I manufacture the IC? What is the procedure I have to use to manufacture the IC? Because we have studied the semiconductor physics, now we are asking the question, how can I manufacture that IC? Then we are telling there are two ways to manufacture that IC. Either you can use bipolar technology or you can use unipolar technology. In how many ways we can manufacture that IC? Two ways. What are the two ways? Bipolar, unipolar. Bipolar, unipolar. And again in the unipolar we are asking, what is the difference between bipolar technology and unipolar technology? In the unipolar technology, current is due to only majority carriers. In the current is due to only majority. So whether you take PMOS or NMOS or CMOS, whatever the device you take, in each, whatever the device you manufacture by using the PMOS, if you manufacture AND gate or OR gate or NOT gate, any device if you manufacture by using the PMOS, in that particular device, current is observed always due to the majority carriers only. Okay? And similarly, what is the bipolar technology? If we manufacture any device by using the bipolar technology, then in that device the current is due to both minority carriers and majority carriers. If we manufacture a AND gate by using a bipolar technology, saturated or non-saturated, whether it is direct coupled logic, resistor transistor logic, transistor logic, or emitter coupled logic, irrespective of the technology we are using, if we manufacture by using the bipolar technology, that device, the current in that device must be due to the majority and minority carriers. If current is due to that in that device only due to the majority carriers, then it is a using unipolar technology. Now in this bipolar technology, again we have classified. Okay, now first we have asked, I want AND gate. Again question came. Okay, how to manufacture that, how to get that AND gate? Then the answer is, it is available in the form of the IC. Okay, again question came to us. How can I manufacture that IC? I have two technologies. One is unipolar technology, second one is bipolar technology. Again we asked the question. Now I want to manufacture by using the bipolar technology. Now I asked the question again, what is bipolar means? There are two polarities. One is majority and the second one is minority. Now I am clear, I want to manufacture a gate. And that gate, I am saying it is available in the form of the IC. Now I am saying you utilize the bipolar technology. And then the next question is, in that bipolar technology, what are the different options to me to manufacture that IC? Then I am saying there are two options. What are those two options? You can use either saturated or non-saturated. What is the difference between the saturated and non-saturated? The name is suggesting. If the device, if I am saying saturated, that device at one point of time, it can go to the saturation. In its life, at some point of time when we are changing the input, it may go to the saturation. Okay? When it goes to the saturation, we are giving one level. When it is not in the saturation, we are giving another level, two levels. Any digital logic device should give the output two levels. Am I right? So when it is in saturation, when it is in not saturation. If it is in saturation, example, if we are calling that level as a 1. If it is in not saturation, we are calling that level as 0. We can take inverse also. If it is in saturation, we are taking that level as a 0. If it is in not saturation, we can take that level as 1. So if we manufacture that IC by using the bipolar technology and by using the saturated concept, at one point of time, it may be in the saturation, at other point of time it may be in the non-saturation. It may be in the saturation or not in the saturation. If it is in saturation, we will give one logic, one maybe logic high or logic low. If it is in cutoff region, we will give another. Okay? This is the saturated. Whenever we are taking the bipolar family, when it is working by using the saturated principle. There is another technology, non-saturated technology. The same bipolar device, when I am using, I am not interested to operate that device in the saturation region. What are the two regions are left with us? One is cutoff region, second one is active region. Now I am saying, utilize the cutoff region. When it is in cutoff region, take that as a logic low. When it is in active region, take that as a logic high. Okay? Example, emitter coupled logic and Schottky. Okay? So in the digital logic family, what are the different devices are coming in the digital logic family? AND gate, OR gate, NOT gate, NAND gate, XOR gate, all these devices we want to manufacture. Now are these devices directly available in the market? AND gate in the form of like resistor is having 2 leads, AND gate is having 2 leads. We generally see AND gate. This 3 lead is directly, this AND gate is available in the market with the 3 leads? Never. Okay, how it is available in the market? Not definitely in this shape. So how it is available in the market? It is available in the form of IC, integrated circuit. Now next question, how can I manufacture that IC? I can manufacture that IC by using two technologies, either by using the bipolar technology or by using the unipolar technology. If I use the unipolar technology, then that IC, whatever AND gate I have manufactured, in that current is only due to majority carriers. If I manufacture that IC by using the bipolar technology, then in that IC current is due to both majority carriers and minority carriers. Now what are the, if I am manufacturing by using the unipolar technology, what are the different options to me? I can either use the PMOS or NMOS, CMOS. In PMOS current is due to majority carriers only. In NMOS current is due to majority carriers only. Okay, all these are unipolar technology devices. Next, the second one is bipolar technology. In the bipolar technology, we are saying saturation and non-saturation. Some devices, they operate in the saturation region. Some devices never operate in the saturation region. So these devices are operating in the saturation region. That does not mean these devices always operate in the saturation region. We are only saying this device at one point of time may reach to the saturation, but these devices in their life they never reach to the saturation. That's why we are calling these devices as non-saturated devices. These devices are saturated devices, but because we are calling in their lifetime, when we are changing the combination of the inputs, these devices may see the saturation region. Okay, what are the different technologies in this saturated? Resistor transistor logic, direct coupled transistor logic, integrated injection logic, diode transistor logic, high threshold transistor logic, transistor logic. By using in these all technologies, we are using the bipolar technology. Okay, current is due to majority carriers and very good. Each and every device, it is operating either in the saturation region or in the cutoff region. Either in the saturation region or in the cutoff region. But here in the non-saturated technology, each device is operating either in the active region or in the cutoff region. Okay.